Good afternoon, guys. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Tuesday afternoon. I just want to tell everybody that sometimes in this life you get a day which it's just totally shit from start to finish. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay, okay? We all get days when our mental health hits the roof, when we don't feel like getting out of bed, when we feel like shit, everything is getting on our nerves, and you just want to stay away from people. And today for me, that's been one of those days, alright? We all get them. You know, if someone pisses us off, something happens, and we just feel crap, and we just want to stay in bed and not get up. For some of us have got children, some of us are looking after elderly parents, some of us have got pets to look after, so we force ourselves up. We feel terrible, you know, but we carry on with a fake mask and a smile when we're feeling absolutely awful. Me, myself, I hold things in when I want to shout. And it's been one of those days that, you know, I'm just sick and tired of trying and being nice to people and getting a load of bullshit rubbish back. Load of bullshit rubbish back. That reminds me of the doctor's surgery, the neighbour's door banging loudly. I have not been on TikTok this afternoon. I don't intend to go on TikTok this evening. And I just, you know, I've got low self-esteem. I have got depression and anxiety, and I'm protecting my health. Now, if we recap through the day what happened, when I got up, extremely hot in this flat. I mean, the weather isn't helping. It's absolutely hot. Overbearing heat, especially in this block of flats. It's overbearing. You open the windows, there's no air coming through, there's no breeze. I've put on fans and it's like it's just getting hot air going round and round. I don't feel any cool air at the moment. So got up this morning and I was okay. I wasn't in a depressed mood. I wasn't feeling shitty as such. I uploaded a video to YouTube, had my usual hot drink, and then my mother rang the phone, my mum, and it was like I was round my mother's when she was shouting at me, and all I said to my mum was, "How is Steve?" There's a Steve coming into my live stream. He's nice, he's nice, excuse me. This Steve that's coming into my live stream is okay, he's polite, I've been chatting with him. And all I said to my mum was, "How's Steve?" Because there's a Steve in my family. And she ranted down the phone, she yelled in my ear, and I shut the phone call off. I shut it off. I'm not being spoken to like that. I actually said, "You're shouting at me, it's bad for my health," and I pressed the button. I don't know if she heard me or she didn't, but that's what I said. It didn't cut off. I terminated the phone call because if anyone shouts at me down the phone or abuses me anywhere, they'll get cut off. And I cut her off. She was yelling at me. After the phone call, as you can imagine, I felt my emotions were all over the place. I had to take the dog for a walk. It's every time I've got to go out, trying to stop me going outside. Because if I feel shitty and horrible and miserable, I won't go outside, will I? I took Max out for a walk this morning and I felt absolutely awful. My mum had sent me a letter to this flat addressed in my old name. the name I was born with, Ginestra Trower. So she sent a letter to my block of flats with a surname that I haven't used in years, Ginestra Trower, which is her surname. It's not mine. Now my name isn't Trower. And all this shit that I've been getting is after this letter that was sent to me. So she didn't send it to my name as it is now, Crystal. She sent a letter to my flat with the surname Trower. And yes, this was before I went to the doctor's appointment. My surname is not Trower. My mother's name is, it's not mine. So what she's trying to do is to get all things that are meant for her onto me. And I've had nothing but trouble, weird phone calls, funny texts, weird people in my live streams after this letter. So as I was coming home towards the flats this morning, I had it to do with a woman who was stood near my neighbour's car with what looked like her mother and her friend. And basically they were laughing at me, giggling and laughing. I didn't see the mother's face, but the other woman was laughing her head off. So she wasn't finding being filmed harmful, was she? If she was laughing and giggling. And she was right next to his car upstairs. And the one had a funny voice, and I'm not being funny, she did. She went, "Keep the camera away from me, please," in a squeaky voice. She was by his car upstairs. I didn't even know he normally is out at 10 to 6 in the morning. He must have had a day off or something. So his car was still there when I came back from a walk this morning. It's normally gone. Got into my flats and I felt fucking awful. I felt I'd been shouted at, and there was weird people outside. There was somebody singing a rude lyrics to a song, the rude parts of it. I was really pissed off. I wasn't going anywhere today. I felt really fucking horrible. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want a live stream. I didn't want to do videos. I just was completely, had the stuffing knocked out of me. I was feeling shit and crap. So I go out to the co-op. At that point, I didn't hear the guy upstairs go out. I didn't hear him. I just needed to get out of this flat. I felt terrible. I thought I'll go to the co-op and I'll get myself a newspaper and an ice cream. That'll cheer me up. And lo and behold, the neighbour upstairs was in his car. I hadn't heard him go out. Normally I go out the back way. Walked past him and he sat there with his sunglasses on. I walk up to the co-op. He drives down that way. Doesn't drive past me, he drives down the bottom. I didn't even know he was in his car. I didn't know he was there. So I goes into the co-op. There's all the craps waiting for me, you know. The lady with the blonde hair was in the co-op that speaks to Charlie. She was in there, and we don't speak to each other anymore. I don't speak to her, and she don't speak to me. Picked up a newspaper, picked up an ice cream, and I just used self-service and I got the hell out of there. I walked down the path back to the flats. I held my head up. I felt like shit. I felt humiliated. Come back into my flat. And then it's just waiting to go out in the afternoon dog walk. I was getting messages from stupid people with dog profiles, the usual fucking malarkey, and I wasn't in the mood for it. I just wasn't. These people are being childish and ridiculous and silly, and I've had enough of it. They need to grow up, get a life and do something with it. Keep using me, you know, winding me up, getting me cross because they can't do anything by themselves. I don't want a relationship. I don't want to get involved with anybody. I'm happy by myself. I'm not gay. All these women coming up to me. I'm not gay. I'm not. That's next door's dog. Just keep getting women to come up to me. And then they start giggling. So from coming back in the morning, going to the co-op, coming back, I'm not going to stop talking. I mean, she tells her dog to shut up. That's her prerogative, yeah? I'm not going to stop talking. I'm not going to keep quiet and keep getting abused and tortured. That's it. Coming out the door, shout up to her dog. That's up to her if she wants to shout at her dog. Right? But I ain't a fucking dog and I ain't shutting up. So I came back in. I'm sure it's either one of the neighbours or someone around this vicinity is sending me messages and coming into my live stream, and I've only got to catch them. Spiteful. So I just ate the steak sandwich, had a drink, calmed myself down, and it is so hot it's making everybody irritable. They're getting cross and snappy and snipey, and me included. I feel hot and sweaty. I don't want to be near anybody. It's really, really hot today. The buzzer rang. I had a parcel. It was my cap, right? My cap, my pink cap. I need to adjust it. I don't like the way it looks on my head. I don't know if it's me. It's just shaped funny. So I'll adjust it to have what I feel that it looks okay on my head. So I opened the parcel, did another video. I didn't go do any live streaming. I'm giving it a rest until these bitches leave. You know, they probably won't leave me alone. I'll probably have to block them. But for today, that's it. That's it. I don't want bitches in my live stream. It's supposed to be a nice, calm environment where people can have a chat and listen to music, not bitch and be horrible. And if you can't be grown up, then get out of it. Another bang. You see, it makes you jump out your skin. That's what they were doing in the doctor's surgery. You've got her with her dog telling it to shut up, and you've got them keep slamming the door. Whenever I'm doing a video in the hallway, they keep coming out and then slamming the door, going back in, coming out, slamming it and coming back in. If I'm in the living room, they're banging the fucking wall. They're bloody nuisance, ain't they? They're just on at me 24/7. They won't leave me alone. They want me to shout, get cross. Anyway, my mother rings again, doesn't she? Jennifer rings again. Oh, this and that. And it looks like she's going to ring to ask me to go around there. I've got a birthday card and present. So, you're thinking, oh, she's going to ask me to go around there to give her a card and present. No. Garble, 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 garble. Telling me why she addressed the letter with Trower on the end of it. Telling me why she addressed the letter with Trower on the end. And I said, that's okay. I said, that's fine. And then she just carries on talking and not letting me speak. I had to put the phone down again. Put the phone down on her again. So I had a headache, it was worse. She said, is it all right if I call you later? What for? What are you calling me for? To upset me? I said, what are you calling, what are you calling me for? It's her birthday tomorrow. If she doesn't want a card and a present, it's no bother to me. I'll give it to someone who wants it. I'll sell the card and thing on eBay if she's going to be nasty. I'm tired of it, of being made a fool of, and people being cruel to me, shouting at me when I'm a kind person. I was round my mother's and I was just trying to help her, and I got shouted at and basically told to piss off without the swear words, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm not having it anymore. Don't want it. So, second call from my mother, I felt really ill. I just wanted to lie down. I felt sick, nauseous, dizzy, stressed and pissed off. And I thought, I'm not answering the phone call again. If you ring again, I'm not answering it. And there's been no phone call since. When it got to 2 o'clock, it was hot outside, and I waited till a bit after 2. Then I put Max on the lead, and we went downstairs. And no normal mail in the mailbox. No mail in the mailbox. Went across the road. There was an old couple on the bench. The lady that was holding the Costa coffee in front of me yesterday with her fella. Well, the pair of them were sat on that, looks like a lover's bench, doesn't it? A lover's, it looks like a love seat. So a couple was sat on the bench, old. I'd been called an old lady in my live stream, and dating sites are full of like grannies and old women. I was well pissed off. Went for a walk around the fields. There was one bald-headed man. Looked a bit like Yul Brynner. There's a bald-headed bloke. Someone had said their hair was a bit skanky and they were going to have it cut. I had a message from somebody telling me their hair was skanky and they needed a haircut. So this bald bloke walks past me, and then basically nobody else. And then I come into my flat in the afternoon, I just feel deflated, depressed, miserable, like I just don't want to do anything like I was before. Before I was happy and doing my live streams, and someone's trying to put me down and control me again. And I know who it is as well, and they can piss off. So I took Max for a walk, we went for a walk, I come back, and I've been indoors till now. I haven't gone out anywhere, I don't have a car, I don't drive, I'm just stuck indoors all day. Just roasting, basically. It feels like there's no air in here. And they just try and push your buttons to get a reaction out of you. Even TikTok, oh, your videos are trending, Crystal. Go live now. Yeah, I don't get paid a penny. I don't get paid anything. You sit there for an hour entertaining an audience and I don't get nothing at all. You have to be on TikTok 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to even get something. Don't get a penny. And I'm worn out and I'm bloody tired. I'm not a fucking circus animal, and I just want a break from it. Right? And this person is a liar. They're sending me fake photographs, and they're just, I don't know. I am in my 50s. I'm not interested in a relationship. I'm not interested in a relationship, physical or otherwise, with anybody. If someone could stand in front of me buck naked and it wouldn't do a thing for me. I'm not gay. I live by myself. I just don't want anyone. I'll chat, I'll talk, I'll meet up for a coffee, but you ain't coming back to my flat and playing about with me. I can't put it any clearer, can I? Now I'm going to go off and do what I want to do, and these neighbours can piss off. Shut up. Bang, bang, bang. Wallop, wallop, wallop on the ceiling. I hope that doctor hurries up with that letter so I can give it to the council and get the fuck out of here. See you later.